Howdy, dickheads. This is Chris from TKO with another comparison video of the scourge of the collecting world, the dreaded KO. This time up is the Mech Fans Toys KO of the Seeker molds. All 6 Seekers, and in their typical mission to right all the scales that DX9, Iron Factory, and everyone has put into place. They're pushing ahead and going down the pike and just knocking off everything that comes out before and putting them in scale with their line. This is a dominance play, and they give zero fucks as to what anybody thinks. So the first photo here is the Thundercracker mold. Let me look at the box here. The box is pretty decent size. Got the names of the figures on it. Starscream's name is Red Thunder. Okay. Thundercracker is Blue Fantasy, and Skywarp is Purple Ghost. Whatever. Great. Anyway, in this picture you can see that in jet mode, that is how they come packaged, by the way, that Thundercracker is about a half-inch longer in total jet length than the DX9 official on the right-hand side. Sorry, the Mech Fan Toys is on the left, DX9 is on the right. Obviously, for Mech Fans Toys, you know their MO is to upsize things, so very rarely is one of their pieces going to be the smaller of the options. So yeah, he's about a half-inch longer in jet mode. The color is a little bit more vibrant, and the plastic is a little denser than the softer plastic that DX9 uses. No quality issues whatsoever. Transformation is exactly the same. Which leads us to the second photo, which is that of Skywarp side by side. The DX9 this time is on the left, and the Mech Fans Toys is on the right. Again, about a head higher. The only real difference is the paint on the wings is a little bit lighter and more in tune with the Toon colors, even though, you know, the DX9 is fine in that regard. Also, DX9's arm cannons are purple, which doesn't match the other purple that they used, which was also odd. On Mech Fans Toys, it is black. One thing that I will give to the DX9 over the Mech Fans Toys, and I haven't transformed all of them yet, the head sculpt on the DX9 is better. Next picture here, you'll see the little happy sweet boy face that that Mech Fans Toys gave to their Skywarp. It's not that terrible. I mean, when you get it in hand, it's not terrible, but when you're looking at them side by side, the DX9 definitely has more of a menacing robot look to it, where this Skywarp looks like he's going to hug you, from Mech Fan Toys. Next up, I'm just going to put some pictures for scale reference. Your first picture here for the scale reference would be with Mech Fans Toys knockoff of DX9's Legends Megatron. As you can see, the DX9 is, you know, very undersized, and it just doesn't fit. Mech Fans Toys comes along, KOs it. Well, obviously they KO'd the Megatron too, so they're making it fit for their scale and saying, fuck you, DX9, and Unique Toys in your scale. The next picture will be the one with Megatron from Mech Fans Toys and Hot Soldier's Soundwave. In the picture, he's a little behind Megatron, so the scale doesn't show that great, but he's about the same height as the Seeker, the MechFan Toy Seeker. So that scale is great. But fear not, if you're not in love with the Hot Soldiers mold, MechFans Toys is knocking off DX9 Soundwave 2. I don't know when that's going to be released, but it is happening. It seems that they are going to continue to knock off every one that DX9 puts in what they perceive, and personally I perceive, to be the wrong size. This next picture is that of Iron Factory's Bruticus behind everybody, and I think that scale is fine. Could the Bruticus be a little bit bigger? Sure, why not? But it doesn't need to be. And let's see, this next picture up is with the Shang knockoff of DX9s. Actually, no, this is the Shang knockoff of the KO from MechFans Toys version of Hulky. Also oversized. This is the one instance where MechFans Toys did not oversize a figure that they were knocking off. They made the original knockoff of DX9 Hercules that came out about a year and a half, 2 years ago now, and this is Shang's recently released oversized version of it. The quality is okay, but the figures are basically just mirror images of each other, just knocked off slightly higher or taller. I mean. All right, and the final picture, just for shits and giggles, is a group shot of everybody. You got your two versions of the Seeker mold here that we're comparing: Megatron, Soundwave, Bruticus, Devastator, and some Insecticons that I just customized and built. So I think this scale looks about perfect for my collection and my sensibilities. If you don't, that's totally fine. You know, everybody's collection is their own collection. But I am a champion of what MechFans Toys is doing, even though I know they're fucking stealing. I'm not blind to that, but what they are doing for me personally is they are making these figures scale correctly with each other. And scaling is an important thing to me. You know, even though it wasn't important in any sense in G1 whatsoever. But it is important to me. I like them to be in some kind of relative relation to each other. And when one is significantly smaller, that's a problem for me. And that and the stylization of Iron Factory is one of the reasons I don't collect them. But currently no one has put out a Bruticus other than them, so that's the one I got. Anyway, that was just a quick comparison video. Want some more information? Use that magical thing in front of you that you're probably listening to this thing or watching this thing on, and look it up.